Fun one.
Yeah, one fun one at least. So we were just wondering, if money wasn't an issue, what would your ultimate funeral be like?
Pony rides and cotton candy.
Money wasn't an issue. I don't know if money would be so much of an issue for a funeral that I would want. I definitely would want to have a gathering, a visitation. That's one thing that I always tell people is when I die, make sure people see me. Because I'm one of the people out there who I kind of don't believe it until I see it, in a sense of if you were to cremate my grandfather and if I was not there and if you handed me back a box filled with cremains, there would be that disconnect there for me. So I feel like that's very important. So when I die, I definitely want to have some kind of a gathering, have all my friends and family members come together. If I'm an old lady, I tell people I'd like to be in a beautiful pink casket with, you know, my little booties on me and everything, a nice nightgown and whatnot. Hopefully I'll age well, so this can all, you know, come to be, or I won't die tragically where I'm all, you know, mutilated or whatnot. But I definitely think that, you know, viewing me, I want people to see me when I die. After that, you know, I was raised in a Catholic household, so for me it would be important to have some kind of a mass to be brought into a church. But that just goes with my beliefs and what I view as important, because I have a really good relationship with God. So I think that, you know, for my final wishes, I definitely want to be brought into a church. And then after that, once again, I'm a little more traditional, I suppose, but I don't care really at this point whether I'm buried or cremated. I haven't made up my mind as opposed to that at this point. I just think that the very first gathering is more important to me. So have all my friends and family there. Fly them all in, I guess. If money's not an object, bring everybody and anybody in who wants to come. So
Thank you for sharing.
Can I get flown in too?
You can get flown in.
Money is no object. Well, I think if people think that you're 16 now, you probably are going to age really well. So, yeah, that's really fascinating that you haven't decided whether to be buried or cremated. I mean, even just that shows like a sort of secret progressive mindset within the very solid framework of your beliefs. That's really,
and I see value in both. I really do. Cremation's not for everybody, but traditional burial isn't for anybody either. And I find myself at this point in my life bouncing back and forth as to the final disposition, as to be cremated or buried. At this point, like I said, I don't care. Maybe tomorrow I'll wake up and I'll say I want to be cremated, and then maybe 2 weeks from now I'll say nope, I want to be buried in the cemetery where my grandparents are. So. I'd like to hope that I still have time to figure that out, but if not, at least my family knows to see me, to view me. So.
Yeah, no, that's a really strong directive. That's good. I agree with you in the sense that I don't know that it would cost that much to do what I want. What I would really want is for my body just to be left out for animals. So that costs nothing. Free, really. But probably realistically at this point it would be a home funeral and then a burial in a natural cemetery somewhere. But really I would want the money beforehand so I could, you know, set up a magical, you know, green, self-sustainable alkaline hydrolysis, you know, family ritual center or something, or buy a huge beautiful plot of land for a conservation cemetery in California, in Southern California, because we have a real dearth of them here. So I'd want the money to do, you know, death things prior to my own death. But if not, yeah, maybe, yeah, fly everyone in, although that's not exactly green either, you know, just spewing out carbon emissions there. But I don't know, big party, maybe donate to death groups that need it. I don't know. I love all this idea of all this money because nobody in the death industry makes really any money, so we don't even know what to do with this question.
Yeah, it's a pretty common myth, isn't it? That funeral directors make a lot of money off of the
products. Oh yeah.
Funeral directors wear nice suits and drive Cadillacs, so you know we're just rolling in the dough. So.
Well, there are people who own traditional funeral homes who can make a fair amount of money. But the people working at traditional funeral homes, and certainly everyone in the alternative industry, makes top dividends.
Well, thank you guys so much for answering all these questions.